Good morning, everybody. My name is Amanda Brown. I'm the Education Director for Deadwood History, and today we are going to be making DIY photo coasters. So these are very, very easy crafts to do. They make great last-minute gifts in case you haven't been able to run out or order anything. They're very simple to make, and they look very, very cute and professional, and they have a lot of heart with them. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I've got all of my supplies all ready to go, and I'll go through our supplies one by one before we get started. So I'm gonna start off with just using a regular just tile. It could be a ceramic tile or porcelain. You can get these at pretty much any hardware store. So they're very small and cute, and they'll do exactly what we need them to do. You can get them in any size. I have these smaller ones. You can get them bigger. If you get them bigger, you're just gonna have to make your picture bigger. So I have these right here. I also have some Mod Podge. I'm using the glossy kind like this. You can use the matte kind, but it's gonna make it not as shiny. Or you can use the archival kind if you want to preserve the paper a little bit more. But we're using the glossy kind because it's gonna give it that nice little shine. I also have a regular paintbrush and a sponge paintbrush, and those are both gonna help me spread out my Mod Podge. And then I have some pieces of felt that I've already cut out. So you'll need a piece of felt or maybe a piece of cork or something like that, and this is gonna go on the bottom of your coaster. I also have some pictures. So I'm using just old Christmas cards that I have already gotten, and you can use any part of this. If you want, you could just have a white picture, but I'm probably gonna use this cute little cat and dog that are sleeping right here. And I've already cut out some of mine. Like I have this really beautiful snowman walking up to a house. And I have this cardinal right here. So these are gonna be my pictures that I put onto my tile. You can use pictures that you've taken. You can use pictures out of a magazine. You can use a postcard. You could use an Instagram photo that you've already taken, just print it out and cut it down to size. Or you can draw a picture and put it on there. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna put these pictures on these coasters, on these tile, and make these little coasters. So I've already made a couple, like this one right here, and this little cat, very cute. And they're very, very simple. So I'm gonna start by opening my Mod Podge. It's just kind of like very thick glue. And I'm gonna use this picture right here of this cardinal and this beautiful red flower, and I'm just gonna put it right on here. Whoa, got away from me. But I'm just gonna use just a little bit of glue to glue it down first. Now it is gonna get a little messy, that's okay. Crafts are messy, that's what makes them fun. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue down already. And then I'm going to make sure that my squares line up. Make it nice and neat. There we go. And then I'm gonna put more Mod Podge on it. And I'm going to make sure that I get it nice and covered all over. And it might look like it's going to dry with like a film on it, but it's actually going to be nice and shiny because I'm using that gloss. And I wanna make sure that I get all the way to the edges so that it makes this nice seal around the paper. And so that if I do when I do use these as coasters, that any liquid doesn't get on my paper. So I'm gonna make sure to get all the way around the edge. And then just to make sure I don't have any brush stroke lines, I'm gonna use this, oh, okay, it doesn't wanna stay. I'm gonna use my sponge brush to make sure and make that nice and smooth all the way across, just like that. Now, this is gonna dry clear and it'll look like those. So I'm just gonna set it to the side and let it dry. And I can do the same thing with another one. I'll do another one really quick so we can see what that looks like. I'm gonna do this little circle cardinal right here because it's gonna be nice and right in the center, and it's just gonna give it a nice little pop. So for this one, I don't need as much. I just need enough to cover that circle. Put that right in the middle. And then again, I wanna cover the whole thing with Mod Podge. Make sure that the edges are down, are sealed down, and just go over the whole thing. So it's gonna get all over your fingers like it's doing mine. And like I said, you can use any sort of pictures. You can use pictures that you print off from your home computer, maybe pictures that you took on a vacation and you want to make sure that people can see that all the time. Pictures of pets, family members, all of that. And then I'm going to use my sponge to make sure there's no brush strokes. Make it nice and smooth, just like that. And then I'm going to let that dry. Just like that. Now, I don't want to put my coasters directly on the table because I might have a table that's very easily scratched. And the bottom of these tile they're ceramic, they're kind of scratchy. So in order to keep my table safe and to keep my coasters long lasting, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of my felt and I'm going to put it right on the back of this coaster. And you can use the same Mod Podge, or you can use regular glue or hot glue, anything like that. And I'm just going to put it right on the back. I want to make sure that I have it nice and thick so that felt stays. And just glue it right on there. And then I'm going to let it dry, just like I'm doing the other ones. And I have a DIY photo coaster. Now this is just a little cat. I have a nice picture there, but you can put anything on there and they look really cute. Like I said, really nice last minute gifts, maybe a stocking stuffer, and they're pretty easy to make, not very hard at all, right? So there's my DIY photo coaster. I hope you enjoyed this craft. I hope you join us for any of the future ones that we have, and we hope you have a really great day. Happy holidays.